Listen, today's topic, I know you hear me say this a lot, and I'm talking about how important it is. And today I do have another one for you. It is important, a little bit dry, okay? But just because it's dry doesn't mean it's not important. But I want to talk to you about your property insurance coverage. This is really critical, you guys. Now, first of all, am I an insurance expert? No, I'm not an insurance expert. That's why you want to meet with your insurance person. I'm just a regular guy with properties, and I got to deal with this for the past 30 or 40 years. Let's not forget about this. Let's not neglect this. Why? Because I'm always reminding myself to get that insurance meeting set with my people to go over this stuff, so I'm making sure I'm properly covered. I don't care if you got one property or you have 100 properties. Here's the thing, you guys. Every year, all of us should be doing what I call an insurance audit. Okay, an insurance audit. This is for our property. So now, this goes under the umbrella of risk management. That's what this is all about. Now, no one gets that excited about insurance, right? Because insurance is this big fat bill that we get to pay all the time for all these different things in our life. So it's kind of like, oh, come on, seriously, I got to go pay more for insurance. I already got life insurance and health insurance and disability insurance and all these insurances. But here's what we need to do. You go out and you buy a property, you get your binder, your insurance binder. You make your annual payment on it. Sometimes it's just wrapped up within your PITI, right? Your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance payment that you're giving to the lender every single month, and we forget about it. Now, the forgetting about it part is the problem, okay? That's what we can't do. We can't forget about our property insurance, and that's why I say an annual insurance audit. What does it mean? It just means, hey, insurance person, can I get together with you? Can you stop by my office? Can you swing by my home? Can I come to your office? Can we have a cup of coffee? I want to take a look at what my coverage is all about. Why? So why do I think this is so important, you guys? Okay, this is it. This is the whole reason for this. What's going on right now with property values around the country? They're skyrocketing, 10, 12, 14%. So those property values are going up. But what if your insurance values aren't commensurate with your property values? And what if, God forbid, something happens? And guys, things do happen. We just know that's the way life is. Hey, insurance person, how much coverage do I have? Okay, just a pure dollar amount. And is it for replacement value? How does this work? What if it gets torn down? Are you replacing, just the structure, or are you replacing exactly how it was? And the insurance person is going to explain the difference in how these different policies work for you. The main thing I care about, that if my building is valued at, $750,000 today in today's market, I don't want coverage for $550,000, all right? I'm short $200,000. I want to make sure I've got the right amount of coverage. And then I want to make sure that in the event that something catastrophic does happen, that I can go to my insurer and I can have something happen. Do you know what an umbrella policy is? Okay, umbrella policies. Now, most of us who are a little bit older or who have greater liability exposure, we know what umbrellas are. So umbrellas are something that cover us, right? Makes sense, umbrellas. They cover us over and above what a normal policy is. Do you have an umbrella policy on your property? I think you should. Okay, I really do think you should. Now, granted, do we believe that we likely ever have to make a claim on this? Probably not. Let's just say something catastrophic happens, okay? So, all right, just bear with me here. Just bear with me for a second, you guys. God forbid, the furnace explodes and there's a death, a child dies in the building, and suddenly there's a lawsuit, okay? And they're going to be going after the landlord for all responsibility relating to that problem, okay? Maybe it has to deal with inspections or compliance or a red tagging from a utility company. Listen, that's why we're always going to make sure we got the right people with maintenance surrounding us and we never neglect our properties. But the next thing we do is we properly insure ourselves. We make sure the insurance policy for the property itself is set and we've got our umbrella set. Now, don't assume if you have an umbrella policy for your personal life that it's going to cover your investment property. This is super important, okay? Not an umbrella over here thinking it's covering this one over there. Make sure of this, you guys. It's really super important. $1 million, $2 million, $3 million umbrella. Okay, kind of take your pick in there as you're doing your pricing. Hey, and listen, finally, you guys, there's this thing called terrorist coverage. What is terrorist coverage? I don't even like the sound of it, right? That sounds awful. What do you mean terrorist coverage? As you might know, I am in our beautiful Twin Cities of Minnesota, to Twin Cities, Minneapolis, and St. Paul. And this was kind of our ground zero of social unrest over the past, over 1 year, all right? It's been an awful situation, you guys, and it's erupted here and it's gone worldwide. Buildings are destroyed. I'm right now just a few blocks from one of my investment properties here in St. Paul, Minnesota. The building behind me was boarded up. The Walgreens just a couple doors down was broken into. That's what terrorist coverage is all about, okay? What it's all about is this idea that what if this, not necessarily this act of God, right? Not this hurricane or tornado, but people are involved in the destruction, I'll call it deliberate destruction of property. Are you covered? Are you covered in the event that, forgive me, all hell breaks loose? Everybody assumes your insurance is going to cover it. We all think, well, I've got insurance. I'm going to be covered with my insurance. That's not always the case. You want to make sure that if you're in a marketplace, and we've got 2 handfuls of them here in our United States that can be very volatile. And if you happen to be in one of those marketplaces, you want to make sure that your property might have the type of coverage you need for this. Guys, listen, you know how insurance companies work, right? They got deep pockets. There's a reason they have deep pockets. It's a pretty good gig they got over there with this insurance stuff, right? That's why they fund big apartment buildings and office buildings and developments, because insurance companies can have a lot of money. Why do I say that? Because do you think they want to pay out? No, it's not like they're going, hey, come on over here. No, it's their job to collect and then determine, do we have a realistic claim here or not? And so you really want to ask the questions. And these questions, no, this isn't fun. There's nothing, that's a joy to sit down and have to go through this stuff, but it's very practical. This is very pragmatic, and you're protecting yourself, your family, your portfolio, your tenants. You're protecting everybody here by doing this type of an insurance audit. Listen, if I can be of service to you anywhere around the country, you guys reach out to me. Okay, I'd love to hear from you. I got a call from Michigan yesterday from a gal, and it was so wonderful to hear from her. But feel free, anything I can help you with commercial investment property around the country, or certainly here in the Midwest, reach out anytime. Thanks for being with me today.